Tonight's topic is on tasting bitter in order to taste sweet. And I came across that saying when I was doing Shaolin Kung Fu for quite some time, and an awesome teacher, Ramesh, who helped guide me through a lot of stressful and traumatic years. And he would used to say, whilst we were basically dragging ourselves around on the ground, doing all this very strenuous exercise where the body just feels like it's going to break, that in order to taste, you have to taste bitter in order to taste sweet, meaning that you had to do a lot of hard work to be able to do all the fancy kicks and everything that the Shaolin monks do. So that's saying, because it comes from, I think, a Buddhist saying, in the sense of a recovery journey where we get too fixated on the positive feelings. And when we look at positivity and negativity, I think negativity probably gets a bad rap because I think negativity is essential to positivity. And with humans, we're a mix of negative and positive. With a negative and a positive, it's kind of like you have two sides to a coin. You have a positive side and a negative side. And it really doesn't matter if it's heads, tails. One's positive, one's negative. Now, with the positive side, you could say, this is all I want to focus on. With the negative side, you could say, I don't want to focus on this negative side. Now, with the positive and the negative, you could say that's two complete opposite sides to a coin. So too with a battery. You have a, let's see if I get positive and a negative, a positive and a negative. And in the essence of emotions, you have positive emotions and negative emotions. And you might say that I only want to focus on the positive emotions, but you can't get through life purely powered on positivity. You need the negativity. So too can be said about the negativity. You can't power forward on negativity. You need the positivity. But in both of these things is you might look at them as two completely different things, positive and negative. But at the same time, joining the positive and the negative is the same battery. There's no separation between the positive side and the negative side. They go together. They're the one thing. Now, the same too with the coin, the positive and the negative, in between joining the positive and the negative is the same coin. It's the same body of coin. So props over. So too can be said about humans. Focusing too much on the positive, we almost ignore the emotions that every human has. Now, a way of saying that is saying, like, are you angry today? No, I'm not angry. I'm fine. When every part of you probably says you're angry. You could be arms crossed, I'm fine, sort of thing. You're denying your anger. You could be denying sadness. Are you okay? Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Which in essence is denying your emotions of sadness. When we deny grief, when we deny shame, when we deny guilt, it doesn't magically go away. If anything, the negativity part of the battery becomes more charged than the positive side. It's almost like that part of it, even though it's trying its hardest to be positive, that side is getting more charged. And emotions itself are a charge in the body. With trauma, a lot of trauma work is releasing some of this trauma that's stored in the body. Kind of like having a pedal on the brake and a pedal on the accelerator. It's just going nowhere, but there's a lot of energy stored in that vehicle. And a lot of trauma work is releasing the emotions. And the emotions that get released are not normally always positive. When we acknowledge and accept the negative emotions that have been in our body, rather than denying or ignoring or suppressing or depressing those emotions in us, and we release them, anything that you release gives room for positive emotions to take its place. It's almost as if you're trying to stuff positive emotions into something that just can't fit anymore because it's full of negativity. And in most cases, this is not a blame thing. It's just because some of those, are you angry? No, I'm not angry, because we're not allowed to be angry. We're not allowed to be sad. There are situations where we have to suck it up. But if we're sucking something up, it gets stored in. When's the, well, breathe it out? when are we told that? We are not. In acknowledging the negative thoughts in us, and those negative thoughts can be, they don't feel nice. They're very bitter thoughts. They feel bitter. They're not pleasant thoughts. But a person doing push-ups, for example, or any type of exercise, normally you have to go through the exercise or the whatever treatment for whatever you've got to actually get a stronger body, to actually get a stronger sense of self, a stronger recovery of oneself, because that's truly what a recovery journey is. You're recovering yourself that's gotten lost. Acknowledging the negative emotions within ourselves, because it can be like a horse with blinders on. You're only going to see only a small avenue or aspect of life, when life is made up of a lot of positive and negative emotions. And I guess also, if you're getting too overwhelmed by negativity, then you're kind of almost losing a balance. Or even if you're focusing too much on the positivity whilst being overwhelmed by the negativity, it's a balance that you're completely, to some degree, unaware of. So sometimes life does happen, negative experiences happen, but by suppressing that can lead to other things arising health issue wise. So by releasing that negative emotion, you feel better and generally more healthy. We tend not to feel really crappy in a happy situation. When we're really feeling good, it's kind of hard to feel crappy at the same time. So that said, I am Dion, one of the healing guides at Eflowtion. If that really resonated for you and you'd like to explore a bit more, whether it be through EFT tapping or Soma Breath, as I said, I will be putting more Soma Breath content on here. Either contact us on Facebook, book a session, or through our website at eflowtion.com. And that said, wherever you are, go into life experiencing all your emotions, and generally, I do wish for more of a positive balance, but if your negativity is overweighing the positivity, it's time to reduce that negativity so the positivity can actually rise. I will say it, like with EFT, there is a saying, it's like when you clear the negative emotions, you allow positive emotions to arise, and when you almost say it with a cup. There, I said it. Okay, I'm Dion, and I'm from Eflowtion, and I look forward to the next intuitive EFT tap and chat. Stay awesome.